Isn't FPL just a load of rubbish? Merry Christmas. 48 points. -8. What is Son doing? How is it going? It's Sunday. One game week's gone. We got another one coming soon. I'm sure that one will be fun as well. I tell you what, every week I'll be on stream, no matter what. Well, unless I get put in hospital again. No matter what my score. But Jesus Christ, it's so much easier when you get a good score. So yeah, it was not a good week. We'll talk about that in a minute. But how are you all doing? Did anyone have a good week? I've not really seen any massive weeks this week. I know it's obviously a bit of a template around and stuff. So we kind of, if one fails, we all fail. How am I doing in the cup? Not even checked. I mean, I tell you now, I've lost. Why wouldn't I have lost? Yeah, I've been... Oh no, wait, hang on. I've lost by 1 point. I've lost by 1 point. 40 points, he's on 41. There you go, just got a little bit better. It's only the cup. It's only the cup. Right, the hat is going to have to be out of shot because otherwise I have to sit really far back. 58, yeah, I mean 58 is a pretty good week this week, to be honest. Son didn't deserve the right. I mean, don't kick out, you know what I'm saying? We'll discuss discuss Son replacements in a minute. I'm a bit all over the place with my transfers. I mean, there's an obvious move if you don't own Ali or De Bruyne, or can afford Salah or Mane in one move. Pogba back, maybe he's the one to get ahead of the curve. But after watching the game today, 2 Man United players doesn't necessarily seem like a good tactic. Albeit we're much better when Pogba came on. So let's see how it goes. Already 7% owning the real world. That's probably a good thing. All right. Before we jump in, I'll show you my amazing team this week. Let's talk about OneFootball. They are still sponsoring the streams and videos. Thanks very much to them. Merry Christmas to all the guys at OneFootball. Michael, who is off for Christmas. The guy that I've been talking to about all this. He gets a whole Christmas break, which is nice for him. So I hope he's enjoying it. Link is in the description below if you've not already tried it out. iOS, Android devices. You can see the app on screen now. Loads of people have downloaded it already, loving it. Or just search OneFootball in the Android, iOS stores. And hopefully at some point we'll get some good live scores on Boxing Day for all those players that are not going to score for our teams. As soon as someone sent off, you thought of Andy's heartbreaking. Yeah, it was not good. This is my team. So I took the -8. I was talking about it on stream on Sunday. And then I just did it. No, I streamed on Monday, didn't I? So I was talking about it on Monday. And I took the hit that Monday night. I just thought, screw it, I'm just going to do it. None of them are playing in the League Cup. I didn't kind of take into account the fact that other players were playing the Cup, like Rashford. But obviously it didn't matter in the end. And with everything that went on this week, I was quite glad to have just had the transfers done and not be worrying about it too much. I should have captained Mane. Yeah, would have almost been as good. But I haven't been massively punished. Pulisic didn't start. Tomori started and got a clean sheet, but I wasn't expecting him to play, to be fair. Who else did I take out? Tomori, Pulisic, Trent. Well, Trent could punish me soon. We'll see about that. And who did I take out for Son? No, that was Pulisic. Oh yeah, Diop as well. So the hit did not go well. Obviously, Son was just rubbish. Danny Ings smashing it again, by the way. Did briefly consider him for captain, but it was so brief, it was never realistic. I went back and forth between Rashford and Son captain as well. So obviously, when Rashford blanked, I was thinking, oh my God, this is going to be a nightmare. Son's going to smash it. And it actually worked out all right in the end. 4 points better off or whatever. 5 points better off, in fact. So that went well. No, it's 4 points better off, isn't it? 3? I don't know. Would have been -2, 2, 0, 3. 3 points better off. So yeah, all in all, it was pretty rubbish. It was always going to be a low score and it wasn't worth taking the chance. Maybe. But, I mean, on another day, I mean, Almiron scored his first goal, ever for Newcastle, was it? In how long? Rico, yeah, fair enough, conceded. That was a bit annoying. Then Aurier and Son doing nothing. I mean, Aurier was the one I was probably least sure about getting something from this week. And Lampard just got it absolutely spot on. It is boiling in this hat, I'm not going to lie. I'm taking it off. It's so hot already, we've only just started. Hair's all over the place now, though. So yeah, all in all, the hit was bad. This is how the team... Obviously, I'm not too bothered about Rico missing out this week because I was going to bench him anyway. So let me show you the team for this week. So it looked great. Son captain. That is what it was going to be. Now I've got to get rid of Son. Who to go for? That is the question. I think Ings is an interesting one because obviously people who don't own him are going to look at those fixtures and maybe not want to own him, but the guy is just so clinical right now. So there's a few things I can do. Like I've kind of looked again trying to get Salah like this. Basically 6.8 million to spend on a forward. Get Salah back in, just sod it. Salah, Mane, double up on Liverpool. The fixtures aren't fantastic though. They've got 2 home games coming up. Wolves and Sheffield United, but they're not exactly the easiest teams. So Pookie could come in playing Villa next. Villa love conceding chances. Ings out. No way. For a start, there's not guaranteed that his points dry up. The main concern with Ings is obviously always his injury record. So not worried about that really right now. He has to stay. He's not a priority. Like he's got Crystal Palace at home after Chelsea away. Will he get rested for one of these 2 games? Quite possibly. So Salah's an option. 6.8. Yeah, Pookie or more pay. I don't think Brighton's fixtures were that good, were they? Let me have a look. It's only 5.8 now. Wow. Yeah, I don't really want to bring him in against Spurs. See, it's the kind of transfer I'd want to do the week after, maybe. Yeah, Jimenez. I mean, these fixtures are pretty sweet. Like from here on out. Although Chelsea at home, Everton away, not great. But what was I going to say? Jimenez, I can't bring in Jimenez now. Man City away, Liverpool. Man City at home, Liverpool away. This is why I got rid of him in the first place. Obviously, didn't work out, but I'm not going to bring him back in against those teams. So I think realistically, I'm going to keep Rashford. I did think Man United looked a bit better when Pogba would come on. It was late in the game. How long do I keep him for? If he blanks a couple more times, though, it's a tough one. He's very expensive. He's going to be the way I get money into my team. So I'm probably just going to do Son to Ali. To be completely honest. 8.8 million. Brighton, Norwich, Southampton up next. Liverpool tough enough, then Watford, Norwich. It's not that bad. Obviously, Watford did look a bit better today, but they were then also playing Man United. Zaha out, Guerrero, thanks very much. Zaha out, Grealish in, and roll one free transfer. B, Zaha and Trent out. And now you're taking Trent out, but he's playing now. Richarlison. I'm not... I get the Everton thing where Ancelotti's there, but it's Burnley next, but then it's Man City and Newcastle away. I mean, I personally don't think those are that good fixtures. You have 2 free transfers. Probably Zaha at Grealish in, I would say. Yeah, Ali looked like he could have been sent off at some point today. Sent out was some. Let me turn this up a bit. But yeah, Ali, with those fixtures for Spurs, he just seems like the obvious move. And I can just keep Rashford one more week. The thing is, I don't want to do too many, like a massive amount of transfers because there will be some rotation over the next couple of weeks. I don't want to I'm not going to worry too much because I don't think it's a massive amount, but there will be some. So I don't want to spend too many transfers and players miss out. Santa Pepe, oh my god, hell no. I would love to do something interesting with this move. But like Pepe is just too. He won't even start. There's no guarantee he starts under Arteta. And like it's Chelsea and Man United at home after the next game, so that ain't happening. But I do have a straight up 10 million to spend. So it could be Richarlison, but like I just said, I'm personally, I don't know. Burnley at home's fine, but Newcastle away, Man City away, I don't know. I think when people talk about Everton's fixtures like being good, like they are good over the next kind of 8 games. I just don't like the fact that Newcastle and Man City away are part of the next 3. Lucas Moura is a good shout, maybe. I feel like I'll always be worried about the team sheet with him, even though I think he's only missed 1 game. Deeney, oh no. I don't know if I want to go Watford. I guess they are on a bit of a upwards trend maybe under what's his name, Pearson. I mean, that seems a bit knee-jerk, to be honest. What chance of the red card getting overturned? Pretty low, I would say. Yeah, I mean, you think Moura will start the next 3 games, I guess. But then, I don't know. I mean, Ali can be a longer-term pick, I think. Grealish has been performing well, yeah. I wonder how McGinn will affect them there. If I could do Son to Salah for free, I would just do it, I think. I really would. Mahrez. Mahrez ain't happening, let's be honest. There's no guarantee he plays. One thing I will say, he reminded me in that game, who were they playing? Leicester. Just how much he likes to shoot and is greedy. Because he was super greedy in that game. There's a few times he could have just laid it off instead. Sterling's an interesting option. Still got that annoying 4th yellow card. But he could come in, yeah. 7.2 million to spend on a forward. And double City mids. The thing is, I think if I was going to do that, I kind of wish I just got rid of Mane. And plus, bringing him in for a hit ahead of Wolves, especially if he gets his yellow card, then he misses the Sheffield United game. That would just be bad. But that is something I consider too. I think ultimately, the reason I'm going to go Ali is because I don't think I want to take a hit to remove Rashford before I see him play 90 minutes with Pogba. Say what you want about Man United, say what you want about Pogba. Like, he is going to make a difference. And he did make a difference when he came on. Do you know what I mean? Rashford puts that shot, that left-footed shot near the end of the game. He puts it slightly, further to the keeper's side or whatever. It goes in on another day. We're not even talking about removing Rashford. It was a frustrating watch. And what happened in that game is exactly what we've been talking about with Man United. When they can't counter, they're stuck for ideas. But Pogba can play those passes, basically. So yeah, I just don't want to get rid of Rashford this week, I think. Man United do play well against good teams, that's why. Or big teams. Arsenal, boom. I mean, Pogba definitely starts. He has to. Pogba in, I mean, is that trying to be too clever? I mean, Spurs fixtures are pretty nice. If you're worried about Man United breaking down teams, Newcastle at home, Burnley away. Could I save the transfer and play Dendonka? I could, but that's very boring. That is very boring. And Dendonka's got Man City at home. Basically hoping for a header off a corner. I mean, it could happen, of course. I'd probably rather play Soyuncu against Liverpool, even though I've got Mane. I mean, captain is now a problem as well. Let me go back to go Maverick with -8. No. That -8 wasn't that bad, you know. All those clean sheets that were in, like, there was like a really bad 5 minutes on Saturday where all the points just went really quickly. Like, I could hold a transfer and do 2 next week, obviously, and then see what Rashford's like, get rid of him. It just feels a bit of a passive way to play. Obviously, it is, it is Boxing Day. There is going to be some rotation, Boxing Day or the game week after. I mean, that's inevitable. Will my opinion have changed massively? Maybe, I don't know. The thing is, captaincy is now interesting for me this week. It was going to be Son. There's no way I'm captaining Lundstrom. No way. So it was going to be Son. So potentially if I bring in Ali, it could just be Ali instead. But do I just go Vardy? Will they cause Liverpool problems? Mane? I mean, Man City caused Leicester quite a few problems, I thought. Could Liverpool do the same? They've just obviously had a long trip. Will Sun price drop influence? I think I got him at 10. How much is he? Is he 10.1 now? Yeah, I got him at 10, so the price drop doesn't make any difference. But it's only a few days to the deadline anyway. Well, it's Thursday actually. It's not that long. Not that quick. I honestly don't really... 11 and 6 in consecutive weeks has been worse ideas. Who's that? Who's 11 and 6? Not Vardy. I really don't get the Ings out chat, to be honest. Surely people have got better things to do with their transfers. I mean, I've seen people consider bringing him in, even though... Oh, 11 and 6 for Lundstrom. Yeah, fair enough. Still not doing it. Every time Pogba gets regular game time, he explodes with a few double-digit hauls and his price goes up loads before he reaches his regular points level. Yeah, could do that. The thing is, though, again, it's how much you trust him to help Man United suddenly perform, because Newcastle and Burnley up next are just two teams you can imagine Man United struggling against. Might be thankful for the 2 free transfers to bring in Trent. Yeah, I mean... Trent realistically is the only way Trent is coming in is if I keep if I keep the Son transfer to like a downgrade to someone like Ali, and then Rashford is the way to get my money. I'll tell you who I'm looking at up front, right? Don't laugh. I'm trying to think of like I just need to get ahead somehow. I need to get ahead of the curve. And I guess this isn't going to be a play. I think double Man City attack could be a way to do it after this week. But Callum Wilson is back. Now, he and Bournemouth have been in pretty awful form. He's less than 5% owned. Arsenal up next. Will Arteta have them defensively sound? Not so sure. After that, it's pretty sweet run of fixtures. Brighton, West Ham, Watford, Norwich, Brighton again. Villa... Maybe Wilson, 7.4. Pretty cheap now. I know no one will like him, but we'll see. If I need a cheap striker, I think my plan is Son to Ali, and then try and save a transfer the week after. And then I'll have 2 free transfers, and then maybe I'll reconsider Rashford in or out, to be honest. I think that's going to be the plan. Maybe Pogba, but... I just don't think I can have 2 Man United players and watch them play football. Because I'm going to... Like, there's 4 games on. Or 4 games that you can watch on Boxing Day. One of them is going to be Man United. I just don't know if I can do it. Vitas, thanks very much, by the way, for the donation. Thanks for advising not to go double Sheffield United defence. Instead, you went triple. 66 points in 3 weeks from Henderson, Lundstrom, Baldock. Fair play. Fair play to you. That didn't go well. Yes, there are 4 polls tonight. Your Gameweek19 captain. Obviously, this will be the only stream before the next game week. I won't be doing another one. It'll basically be this stream today. Hopefully have the team preview out tomorrow. The game week preview on Tuesday, so Christmas Eve. Nothing on Christmas Day unless I decide to do some kind of... There won't be anything on Christmas Day, I don't think. And then nothing on Boxing Day. You see, I live in Ireland. I don't need to watch the games on Amazon Prime. I can watch them on TV. I still get to choose which one I want to watch, but only on the days when Amazon Prime have all of them, if that makes sense. So on a normal Saturday, the game gets picked for you, but when Amazon Prime have the games, I can watch on that same channel. I can watch whichever one I want, which is real nice. So your Game Week 9 captain polls, click in the top right corner, little eye. Best Son replacement. Should Pulisic now be removed? ASAP obviously didn't get played today. And will I ever get into the top 100k? This is starting to feel like this is going to be my worst season, like by a mile. I'm finally going to have a completely awful rank. Just not going anywhere. Like I was 500k in Gameweek 9, and now I'm 511k 10 weeks later. Like, it's just awful. It's just awful. You need a break. What do you mean? Like an FPL break? Just a break to chill out? I agree on Pogba, you're right. He's a Man United player. As soon as he does well, his price will skyrocket, but I don't know. Dele Alli, I just worry about Spurs now a little bit. They have got the fixtures: Brighton, Norwich, Southampton. It's pretty sweet. I mean, Pogba would obviously be a bit differential. Maybe I'll go Pogba. The thing is, I'm not going to be thinking about FPL much on Christmas Day, and then Boxing Day I'm just going to do the transfer. Maybe I will just go Pogba. Maybe I will. What will be really interesting is who's on penalties. My assumption is Rashford is going to keep penalties. We'll see. Gaurav, thanks very much again. Issue. Oh no, this is a long one. 2 free transfers. Cantwell 5th mid. Cantwell's on fire. Villa as well. Zaha, De Bruyne, Mane, Ali and Ings, Vardy, Rashford. If I bring in Grealish for Zaha, then Cantwell will be benched versus Villa. Defensive, Trent, Soyuncu, Kelly, Lundstram, Rico and Pope. Don't want to waste one free transfer. Could you just change the goalkeeper then? Change Pope? And then you... Hang on. Vardy, Rashford, Ings, Ali, Mane, De Bruyne, Zaha. Oh, then Cantwell will be benched versus Villa. Well, you're only... I think if you're happy with the defence, then you're looking at Pope to a different goalkeeper to not burn a transfer. Or you do the Zaha to Grealish move and still play Cantwell and just bench someone else. Try and forget about his price. I think that kind of looks like you're too... Or you get rid of Rashford, but I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily the week to do that. Is more the obvious answer, but because he's cheaper, he's not considered. I mean, that's Spurs in general, the obvious answer now. The fixtures are still good. Maybe they are. Wildcard next week, I'm going to double up on De Bruyne and Sterling. Yeah, I kind of wish I'd done that, to be honest. There is a Man United shirt under this Christmas jumper. I wasn't even going to wear a Christmas jumper, but I was too ashamed to have the Man United shirt on, you know. Fozzie, you have a great Christmas too. Catch you afterwards. I know. I'm not going to get rid of Rashford. I don't think. I just don't think I can justify that for a hit. I'm just thinking now. Yeah, I could get Pogba. Yeah, I could get him. Abraham's much better when Pulisic. I thought Mount was very good today as well. I just thought Chelsea in general were very good. I was impressed. Is Willian a trap? Willian's a frustrating player. He should score more. He's on penalties, but only when Jorginho is off the pitch, which isn't going to be that often. I just feel like he's too frustrating to own. He's not consistent enough. Basically, I've tried going down the Willian route before, and maybe this year is a bit different, but I don't think you can get him. You can't even be guaranteed he's going to play every week. You've been asking me the whole stream and I've not answered. That is probably correct for a lot of people, I'd say. Excuse me. If I get 5 more points, that's 50,000 places up. Yeah, I think the one frustrating thing for me is I've checked on Live FPL and they have this new thing now where it tells you how close you are to the top 10k, and I saw it. I was only 91 points away, which is quite a lot, but for how much of the season is left, half the season basically. 91 points isn't that much. I was thinking I could definitely catch up, especially as a lot of people in the top 10k and stuff have probably used chips. Not everyone, of course, but a good few probably have. And now I'm 98 points away, so I'm actually 7 points worse off. So We'll see how it goes. Pogba absolutely should be playing as number 10. My only worry about Pogba is, will Solskjaer, surely at this point, Solskjaer does not take out McTominay or Fred to put Pogba in there and keep playing Lingard at 10. Surely Lingard goes. They keep exactly the same team. Martial up front, Rashford left, James right, Pogba 10. Let him have a bit more freedom to go forward. McTominay and Fred in the double pivot or whatever you want to call it. Surely. I think you should captain Kane, Ali, or Sterling for this week. I personally wouldn't captain a Man City player against Wolves. I just think Wolves could be a tough game for them. Even though Man City have looked pretty good in the last couple of weeks. So I'd go for Kane or Ali. This is a tough one. I mean, the thing with Kane is if you've got him, I feel like you should captain him in a game like that. That's where I would be drawn to. Fred has been praised recently, and McTominay is the academy boy. Yeah, I feel like they have to play. It did make me laugh when Alan Smith said beforehand, though, something like Pogba's going to not find it tough to get back in, but he's going to have to work for his place. I was like, he walked straight back into that team. Easily. Suraj, thanks very much. You got Lord Lundstrom, Trent Soyuncu, Chilwell, and Aurier to double Leicester defence. Should I bring in for which Leicester defender? Looking at Digne, Kelly, among others. I mean, my question would be, do you have to get rid of double Leicester defence just yet? I mean, it's not great this week, of course, but you've got other players you can play instead. You can just play Trent, if you want to. Trent, Lord Lundstrom, and Aurier. Digne is an interesting one. Again, I think the fixture this week's okay for Everton, but the next... Like I said, I think Everton's next 8 are good. I just don't know if the next 3 are that good. Kelly is decent this week, but I don't know if you need him. If you've only got one free transfer, I'd be pretty tempted just to hold. Depends if you need the money or not, really. Captain Vardy is the safest option. I don't want to captain Vardy, to be completely honest. I know I should. It was super frustrating. Basically, the reason I didn't captain Vardy because I thought his ceiling is 9 points. And that's exactly what he got. And that would have been massive this week for me. I just think I'm going to go against him. I don't really have a good reason. Just if I'm going to go against him, it's against Man City and Liverpool. And so far it hasn't worked. Let's hope it works this week. Pogba isn't ready to play 90, potentially. They're not going to overrule VAR. They're not going to overrule that red card, I don't think. Son is out. And there ain't much we can do about it. Captain De Bruyne is a no-brainer. I mean, De Bruyne could have had a bigger score in the last game for sure. Jimenez to Ings or Rashford. Jimenez to Ings or Rashford. Or save. Probably save. I mean, it feels like ever since I took Jimenez out, everything's gone wrong for me. I know he's got 2 tougher fixtures, but he always delivers, you know. And then they got some decent enough fixtures. You panicked and played your free hit. Any tips to play it to its full potential? Oh my god, you free hit this week. I mean, that's a tough one, to be honest. Like, if I was free hitting this week, I don't know if Spurs are going to turn Brighton over, to be honest, but I think I would have Kane. I'd still have Vardy. I wouldn't overthink it too much. You know, maybe you could go double Liverpool attack, something like that, to be a bit more interesting. Vardy, double Liverpool attack. Sterling or De Bruyne. Kane. That's a very expensive, though. It's very hard to think of free hit off the top of my head. Without actually looking at it properly. Should you shift your focus towards differentials? Is it deep enough in the season? I still think... I wouldn't overthink the whole differentials thing just yet. Like, where you go differential for the sake of it. Like, if there's a differential and you think they're genuinely a good option, then fine. But You know, if you think there's a player that's going to score loads of points, and you literally go for the other player just because they're more of a differential, and you're not really sure about whether they're going to get points, then the points are still better. Why is it an odd jumper? It's Christmas. 3 days. Surprised I haven't got Maguire. Yeah, Maguire. I can't even afford Maguire, to be honest. Can't bother to look at your rank. I wish I didn't have to look at my rank, to be honest. But I have to update the bloody stream image. To be honest, I'm trying to answer as many questions as possible, and I do try and look for stuff we haven't already answered. But I mean, as someone pointed out, there's 1,200 people watching. Like, everyone's gonna have their questions missed. There's a lot of questions coming up. You're in a bit of denial. Not so negative. It's fine, Daniel. Don't worry. You need trusted players who have low ownership to captain. Aguero. Thing is, can you say for 100% certainty, one, that Aguero will do well against Wolves, and two, that he'll even start? That would be my problem. Will he even start? By the way, as I was knee-jerking watching the Man United game, thinking, who the hell am I going to get rid of Rashford for? This was before I knew that Son was going to get red carded. I was thinking about putting it back into midfield, getting Ali in anyway, and going 3-5-2 maybe at some point. Is it too late to make it ground before the end of the season when your rank is 2 million? Definitely not. Thoughts on Salah? I thought he looked pretty good. I mean, he was very, very fortunate to get his goal. Like, De Gea, what was he doing? I don't know what to make of Watford. I thought they were alright, and I thought they were pretty good against Liverpool as well. Like, DFA was very lively. Obviously, Deeney's already been mentioned in the chat as well. I mean, DFA is always one of those players it always seems to get drawn back to. But it never goes well, but I'd say that it definitely won't. Thoughts on benching Trent and Soyuncu if you have Mane and Vardy? If you've got better options, go for it. I mean, I'm benching Soyuncu. He's at home, but I expect Liverpool to score. And I guess if you've got Trent, you're probably expecting Vardy to score as well. So I don't think it's that bad to do that. West Ham players now because they've had a rest. But which West Ham players are you going for, though? Pookie Party Part 2. I mean, I watched a lot of that Norwich game against Wolves. Like, there's no way Norwich should have lost that game. Like, Jimenez was so bad, but they still got his goal. Like, he is the postman. He wasn't like, I don't know. He was pretty bad. He wasted a good few chances. Just didn't seem on it at all. And Norwich, like, Buendia created, what, like 9 chances on his own? Pookie should have scored 1 or 2 goals, for sure. On another day, he does. So it is the Pookie Party-ish, too. Don't forget to vote on the polls if you haven't already. We'll do them, I don't know, we'll do them in 10 or so minutes. Top right corner, click the little eye. Before we do that, just want to shout out the Patreons. Let me see how the league is going. If you've not already signed up to Patreon and you want to support the channel a bit more, there is a link in the description below. We have monthly league, Slack channels, all of that good stuff. There is a current league, but I don't think it's probably been updated for today yet. Let's have a look at the top 5. This is December's league. So obviously it's too late to get in for this one, but there will be one for January. So Matthew is top 269 currently. Scored 52 this week. So some pretty good scores at the top. Kevin with 59, decent's going to go up. So Luke, Connor, Jeremy currently make up the top 5. So it's getting close. There's still, the beauty about December is there's a good few game weeks to go. So plenty of points to be had. So we'll see who ends at number 1 come the end of December. But if you want to check that out, links in the description below. Thanks to everyone that signed up, especially the producers who are all on screen now. If you've got any questions, just send me an email or message, whatever it might be. Jez is blowing a 20-point lead. There's still time, though. Plenty of time. May your bells jingle loudly. We'll see. My worst ever rank is like just outside top 100k. I'll put it on screen now. It's nothing elite. I think I'm most annoyed about, because it's still fresh in the memory. I'm still, there you go. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm still mostly annoyed that I didn't get top 10k last year. That was bottling it. I even said it out loud. I've got to captain Mane because everyone's going to go Sterling. I went Sterling and I lost out by the exact points Mane got. So 104,000, that's the worst. 92k, not good either. Nah, the rest are so-so. Is Abraham a captaincy shout this year? I think in general Southampton should be. I've been a bit worried about his lack of goals recently, but I was pretty impressed with Chelsea today. Salah or Mane as a non-owner of both? Yeah. The thing is, I think... I think with these questions, like Salah or Mane, it's very easy for me just to say Salah, because the grass is always greener. He's the one I haven't got, so he's the one that I fear more, obviously, because I've got Mane. And he has looked good recently. Eye for a goal, like his finish against Watford, both of them, really nice. Obviously, a bit fortunate with the second one, maybe. But you just cannot fault Mane and how good he has been for so long as well. I mean, Salah has penalties. Like if Liverpool get a couple of dodgy penalties over the next kind of 3 or 4 games, that's going to boost up his score as long as Milner's not on the pitch. So I don't know. I mean, I would probably go Salah, but there's not really a good reason for that, to be honest. I'm more than happy with Mane, and I've got no inkling to change right now. Salah's had 4 minutes in 5 games straight. Mane has had his rest. Interesting, yeah, good point. Quite sent to by Firmino. Interesting. Yeah, I think Salah right now, maybe he does look like he's got the edge, but how quickly that could change and go back to Mane. Do you know what I mean? And Mane's had it for a very long time. Only outside top 100k once. Yeah, and I wasn't really... I don't know. I've talked about my excuses for that season before, but... Yeah, it wasn't a good season. I didn't really think about FPL as much as I did these days, that's for sure. When am I going on FPL FYI? Who knows? Who knows? Am I going to be on the Scoutcast this week? I am. We're doing it early. We're doing it tomorrow, like 3 o'clock, I think. Okay, so we've got anything we haven't talked about already. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer keeps mentioning the Greenwood start. Greenwood's not starting. Like, I hate to break... I mean, maybe over the next 2 games he'll get 1 start. But he's not gonna get many. Solskjaer keeps saying this. I said this on this week's preview. I mean, the 92k season was when Vardy absolutely smashed it, and I didn't get him. Your streaming and content creation is getting in the way of your FPL career. I disagree. Like, for anyone that remembers, the first year I streamed. In fact, my channel, this channel's been around a long time, but since it's been an FPL channel, it will be 3 years on the 30th of December. So that'll be 3 years in 8 days since my first stream. Thanks very much, George. Merry Christmas to you too. But the first season that I streamed, 2016, 2017. For anyone that remembers, for any OGs, I was having a pretty bad season up until Christmas. I can't remember my exact rank. I don't think it was as bad as it was now. It was like maybe 200k or something. I could probably go back on the videos and have a look. But I'm not going to do that right now. And I finished up with my best rank, top 5k. Now, it is much more difficult to do that now. There's way more players playing and stuff, but still possible, you know? Would my points and rank be any higher if it wasn't for the account hack? Look, the thing with that is, it's going to be impossible to ever know for sure. Like, would I be in a better position generally without the hack? Of course. Like, I would have lunch with my team. He would never have left. I paid $1 million more for lunchroom. That's $1 million more I could put elsewhere in my team. But it's impossible to say. I would have also had my wild card. When would I have used that? Would I have messed that up? Would I have absolutely smashed it? You just don't know. So I lost a lot of money. I had to use a chip I didn't want to at a time I didn't want to use it. I think I had 2 free transfers as well going into the next game week. So I was pretty well set up. But you just don't know. You just don't know. Maybe I would have done worse, to be honest. The account hack can't really be used considering how chef and... Yeah, I mean, Neo's doing great, to be fair, yeah. But you don't know, would I have been in a better position? Maybe. Maybe I'd be like 450k instead of 500k. You didn't pay a 4 million as you banked a bit of money with so yeah, fair enough. Madison out. Yeah, I'm going to keep him. I think the fixtures are okay after this Liverpool game. What do I think about removing Son and getting Sterling instead? I like it. I just, for my team, I can't do it. But yeah, I spoke about that earlier. I think Son to Sterling, Son to Salah, Son to Mane. You've got the money for it. I like those moves, to be honest. Pogba is a mug spy. Fair enough. Bench Ings or Madison? Oof. I'd probably bench Madison, like without giving it too much thought, like kind of instinct cool. I'd probably bench Madison, I think. Is it smart to have Traore and Cantwell as 4/5 mid and rotate the 2? I personally don't like rotating attackers because I feel like they can always get points in games where you don't play him in. But it does let you use money elsewhere, which is nice. So if that's the play you want to go for, do it. You met Gary Cahill last night. He's out for another 3 to 4 weeks. Had a nice little chat. Nice. Are you going to get him in your team? Did you talk about FPL? What about double up on Liverpool defence? It's too many moves for me now. Let's see some proper clean sheets first. We're feeling better after health problems. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good now. Still need to wait for some tests from the hospital, but I'm not expecting any issues there, to be honest. Just a bit tired, not sleeping properly. I need to go back to the gym as well. I feel like it's been ages since I've been to the gym, but it's like literally been 5 days. So I shouldn't worry too much. But I don't want to get too far out of it again before I go back. How does Moura tend to perform when Son is out of the team? I gotta be honest, I don't know. I've not looked that up. If United did sign Haaland, what price do you think FPL would be? Yeah, probably 8.59 million, similar price to what Rashford is now. Remember when Richarlison got a red card and everyone went to Walcott because good fixtures? I think the same could happen with Ali. I think it's different though. Like Ali's been a good option in his own right. Like some people went for Ali instead of Son. You had a chat with him about Zaha and told him to shoot more. I like it. I like it. Thoughts on Minamino? I don't really know much about the guy. I saw some highlight reel clips on Twitter the other day. He looked good. But I mean, realistically, he's gonna be bedded in probably slowly. He's gonna be back up for the normal first 11. So I don't think he's too much worrying about. Don't think now is the time to use differentials. The thing is, I really want like a big differential though. Like, who is the differential? Like Aguero is sure, but he's a lot of money. It's a big change to structure. Sterling, I can't do without a hit. I'm just not spotting it. Maybe there's one out there I'm just not spotting. Like maybe Pogba is the one. Like Pogba, just because I can afford him. But 2 Man United players, don't think so. It is hard to get back into the gym this time of year. Or keep going, especially when like we did food shopping for Christmas the other day, and there's so much good stuff out there, and so much is in our house right now. All right, make sure you vote on the polls. We're going to do them in a second. So if you haven't already voted, click the little eye in the top right hand corner, and we will get them done. I'll put the hat back on now. I've cooled down a little bit. It is Christmas after all. Don't know if my head has got smaller as I've lost weight. This definitely felt tighter last year. Then again, maybe that's because I've not got this bit done up. Because my head is massive. I don't think your head probably gets that much smaller when you lose weight. Alright, I'm going to do the polls now. I thought of you, Physio. Is Physio still in the chat? I thought of you when Maguire did have a chance to score, but he headed it straight at Foster. It's just not happening for Maguire either end of the pitch, to be honest. Your Game Week 9 captain. Yeah, but what about from like your head? Anyway, Ali Kane, top 29%. That's interesting. I guess probably the best fixture on paper. Only 15% for Salamane, only 12% for Vardy, so he's right down there again. City attacker 14% and 27% on someone else. So who's that going to be? Chelsea players maybe? Man United players? Rashford possibly? I mean, he was top this week as well. That's interesting. Best Son replacement. De Bruyne, obviously 31%. What the hell? Yeah, 31% for De Bruyne. I think that's obvious. Ali 23%, Grealish 9%, 8% for Pogba, and 27% for someone else. Again, lots of big wins for someone else, but obviously it's hard to know exactly who people want for that. Should Pulisic be removed straight away? 70% say yes, 30% say no. And will I ever get into the top 100k? 41% of you say maybe. 37% say yes, next season. 30% no. 7% never. So thanks very much for that. It's appreciated. Really, really happy for the support, you know, and all that good stuff. Differential captain game week coming up. Yeah, maybe I should just go Vardy, boring, Liverpool, bam, goal, penalty, whatever. You're maxed out on Man United. How? You got Greenwood, Maguire, Rashford, and Greenwood. Is there a case to go with that Liverpool players with their fixtures? I mean, there is a case to be made. I think one thing today kind of made me happy about was that I didn't get rid of Mane. Like, Son got red carded. Ali didn't perform. Rashford didn't perform. You know, De Bruyne and Sterling got points, just assists. It kind of made me quite glad to have kept Mane, to be honest. That's what this week probably made me think. I'm not captaining Lundstram. I just can't do it. Especially like Watford playing alright last couple of games. Might cause them some problems with Sheffield United, although they are again back to being defensively sound. Zlatan captain. Oh, okay. No, December 30th, 2000. That was only 2 years ago. I started streaming 3 years ago. So I wonder what my rank was then. Let me see if I can quickly find out. Hang on. So I feel like it was pretty bad, but I mean it wasn't what it is now, that's for sure. I don't know how much I showed my rank though on the original streams. Which by the way, just awful. Let me see. As soon as I click on one of my streams, I'm looking at Man United players, of course. I probably talk about my rank, but I don't think I actually show it. Go up. Go up. Oh, there we go. So my rank 3 years ago, on my first stream, is 374k. So this was on the 30th of December. 374,114. How did you get that, Gorav? Or are you just doing what I'm doing? I'm gonna take a note of that. And I finished in the top 5k. So it is possible, but it was much easier 3 years ago. Much easier. Is this Santa Claus? I've not got the beard. I've got the weight, but not the beard. Alright, I'm going to leave it there for this stream. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'm going to have normal previewing team selection videos next couple of days, hopefully. Hope you enjoy. For anyone that's celebrating Christmas, holidays, whatever you're doing over the next week, hopefully you enjoy it. Make sure you do. Try and think about FPL a little bit less. Not too much less, of course. Let's not go too stupid. So yeah, all that good stuff. Enjoy Christmas, etc. I'll still be around putting out content though, as always. I'll be on Boxing Day morning. I'm doing a live stream on the Fantasy Football Scout, like a deadline stream like I do on this channel, solo, but on the Fantasy Football Scout channel. And probably no video on Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day, you know. But we'll see. So we'll finish. The normal FPL stuff there. If you want to chat about anything else for a few minutes, we can do that for the next 5 or so minutes. Otherwise, that is the final stream before Christmas. But there will be. Oh Jesus! I don't know when the next stream will be actually, because the games finish on Friday the 27th, and then there's a deadline on the 28th. We may stream on Monday the 30th. That would be good because that would be my 3-year anniversary of streams, and it coincides with how the game week falls anyway. So I don't know if I'll do a stream between game week 19 and 20, just because that's a super quick turnaround. Like the game week finishes on Friday and it starts again on Saturday, so there ain't gonna be enough time. But we'll do one between 20 and 21, I say. No deadline stream for Boxing Day, but there will be one on Fantasy Football Scout. You've not been to the gym in a while, too much food. Yeah, that's what I was saying today. Like I already feel like, because I kind of couldn't go to the gym for the rest of this week and stuff with hospital or whatever. I've already started eating. I just feel like crap from the food I'm eating. Really, sounds like a reason to crack out the Disaronno. My next door neighbour bought me around a Christmas presents day. It was a bottle of Disaronno. Yeah. Deadline stream on the Saturday. Maybe. I don't know yet. We'll see. If you finish in the top 25k this year, you'll give me 2 of Spurs season tickets for a night game. All right, we'll see. You'll have to sit in the Spurs end. Dangerous. Disaronno really ought to sponsor the stream. Yeah, maybe I'll message him. I don't know if there'll be a stream on the 28th, to be honest. We'll see. Avoid pigs and blankets. Hell no. Hell no. That's the worst advice, I'm afraid. By the way, if anyone's still here for FPL stuff, like the stream, subscribe and all that good stuff. Check out OneFootball, link in the description below. Check out Patreon, link in the description below. Probably miss all those people now. Yorkshire puddings for Christmas dinner? Yes. Instead of the Queen's speech, let's have Andy's speech. Do you know what? I have had a thought about doing a video like that before and putting it out at 3 o'clock. I want to do something for Christmas Day. Like I want to do like some kind of non-FPL AMA or something. Just something a bit different. And put it out at 3 o'clock on Christmas Day. I just don't know if I'm going to have time to do it now. Like I really should have done it. Like this week has just been all over the place. Let's have a look. Liverpool will have a double game week at some point. What else we got here? Sausage meat stuff, and we got some fancy stuff, but it's not sausage meat. I'll ignore that, G-Rid. Yeah, Christmas without pigs and blankets? No way. You going for a curry? Interesting. Have I ever been to Canada? I have not. Maybe one day. A day in the life of Andy. Yeah, but the thing is, like, if you want like recordings and stuff like that, it's way too late for that. I'll see how much time I have over the next couple of days. Oh, this hat is so hot. I can't do it. I was thinking about recording my preview and team selection videos with this hat on. I don't think I can. I also wish I had a different Christmas jumper so I don't have to keep wearing this one. Who am I captaining? That's a good question. I haven't told you, have I? Probably Vardy. I don't know. I might go Mane. I'll see. No, on New Year's, like on the 30th, I just do an FPL stream because it kind of works out, and it's the third year. Is Christmas in Ireland very different to the UK? No, not really. The only thing in Ireland is they love boxes of potatoes. So potatoes are crisps. They're a bit like Walkers, to be honest. Not that anyone in Ireland wants you to say that. And they all get a big box, like 1824 box of crisps. It's like a Christmas thing over here. What else? Working in supermarket at Christmas is mental. Yeah, I don't. Working in retail at Christmas is mental. I've done it, and it's not. It's not fun. The main thing is all the idiots that think they are the only one that's out on Christmas. Basically, that's what I used to hate. I used to work in Currys, and you get idiots on Christmas Eve annoyed that you'd run out of something that had been sold out for weeks. You say, you know it's Christmas Eve, right? With transfer, we're going to make Son to someone. Probably Ali, but that's so boring. Maybe I'll go Pogba. Bit different. Another Man United player. It's not Christmas without a big bottle of Schlur. Is it Schlur or Schola? My nan used to call it Schola. Curry's head for it. No, Curry's in England. But luckily on Christmas Eve, I used to... Like a few of us used to help out putting the sale up, so we didn't have to sell to people. We just put the sale up for Boxing Day, which was great. Not having to sell to people on Boxing Day was on Christmas Eve was brilliant. I used to get to go home early as well because I started early. I used to start at like 6 a.m. Get all the stuff done before 9. But yeah, working in retail, I would love to never have to do that again. But you never know. Look, it wasn't that bad. Like it was good, but just at Christmas, people are idiots. But then you also get the nice ones as well, who understand it. You get people like me who understand it's Christmas. Yeah, I went to Tesco today. I've been to two supermarkets the last 2 days, but we have been early. I'll let all is in the chat now. They had dinner way later in Ireland. Yeah, we had this discussion last time. I'm like a 1 p.m. dinner person. But we're having it at like 4 p.m. this time. How weird is that? You used to work at Curry's, recently left. Do you know what I hated about Curry's? The 5s training. You have these 5 rooms. What's my blood type? Oh, that is an interesting question. I don't know. How's your weather like? Any snow for Christmas? No, just rain, as always. Do I watch darts? Not really. Ooh, bars, nightclubs. Yeah, that's pretty brutal this time. Postal workers, yeah. I mean, most stuff is kind of more brutal at Christmas. Like, even FPL stuff, like, don't get me wrong, I do love doing this. I'm not moaning. I'd rather be doing this than working in Curry's. But even this gets hectic because of all the football that's on. And the quick turnarounds at game weeks. You were very drunk in the Keys last night. I was definitely not in the Keys last night. 100%. Do I love Football Manager, love FIFA? I haven't played FIFA for a while, but I do like FIFA. I just can't bother with Football Manager most of the time. I'd like to be able to play it more, but I just don't. Presents open as soon as you wake up. Yeah, although it never used to be like that, to be honest, when I was younger. We used to do stockings and then wait for everything else till the afternoon. You got early kickoff New Year's Day. You have to have a quiet one New Year's Eve. Alright, let's answer the FPL question. Should you replace Jimenez and get Abraham or Rashford? Probably just keep Jimenez at this point. The Whiplash is okay now. It got much better very quickly, to be honest. I might even try and hit the gym this week. It was bad, and then it got really bad the next day. And then it got quite a bit better the day after that, so it's just quick. Yeah, we had to wait till the afternoon. We didn't have a choice. Could have a separate channel, you stream Football Manager when you want to play it. Separate channel. The thing is, if I ever do a separate channel, I want to do it properly. Do you know what I mean? I want to just have everything set up, and it's just a lot of work, to be honest. I find it hard to stick to the gym routine. It's hard to say because last year I was away for Christmas, so I couldn't stick to it. This year my plan was to stick to it, but then because of all the hospital stuff this year, I've kind of stopped. So now I've got to try and get back into it just a couple of days before. But I will go back for sure. I hope maybe I'll go tomorrow or Christmas. Maybe I'll go tomorrow if I've got everything done by the evening. Just so I've at least done it before Christmas. Because if I leave it till after Christmas, then it's going to be a week and a half since I last went. And that ain't good. What's up, TM? You're so late. The stream's basically over. Thoughts about Josh King? Yeah, I think I'd rather have Wilson. Some price shop tonight. Probably will.